If you've ever opened Spotlight on your Mac and thought, why is this so cluttered? You're not alone. Hi, I'm Mike. I can help Spotlight work for you. I'll cover what it can do, how to clean up the results, and a few handy tricks to speed things up. Opening Spotlight on your Mac is really easy. Hit the Command key and the spacebar at the same time, and the Spotlight search field opens up. If you type in something, after a moment, you'll begin to see things like files, messages, definitions, that sort of thing. Backspace that out. For instance, if I type in photos and let it populate, you'll see things like folders and photos, some help information, Siri suggestions, and so forth. It kind of looks a little overwhelming and a little bit like a mess. To configure Spotlight, you just need to visit your System Settings app, go down to Spotlight, and you'll be shown a list of categories that'll allow you to pick the elements you want to see in Spotlight. Let's take a quick look at the categories that are available. Applications, calculator, conversion, definition, documents, those sorts of things, folders. They're things that are valuable. When it comes to fonts, I'm probably going to go ahead and look in the font book app for those, so I don't need it in Spotlight. Images, movies, other. What does other mean? Let's just go ahead and placate Apple and leave it selected. Other things we can look at, when it comes to tips, you can decide whether you want to keep them or not. They're just quick little items that'll kind of show you different elements of macOS. And the last one in the list is websites. Chances are I'm going to be searching from the web browser, so I don't think I really need it in Spotlight. The results will be a streamlined Spotlight. Let's close out of System Settings and open up Spotlight. Let's type in photos again, and let's take a closer look at the search results. At the top, you'll see a couple of suggestions, the Photos app. There's also a folder to the Frat Rush photos that we'll not talk about. You'll see there's suggestions, folders, system settings, photos from apps, and you'll notice that you can even scroll sideways to take a look at those images as well. The help section, you can't really get rid of the help section. You'll see music. Here's a few examples of what other is to Apple. And a definition, related search results. So once you take a closer look at the search results in Spotlight, it kind of starts to make sense. Now let's take a moment to address something that I kind of glossed over here a moment ago. You'll see that there is the Frat Rush photos. These are photos I want to keep, but I don't necessarily want to find them when I search. It's just something I want to keep for old time's sake, but I don't need to relive it every single time I search for photos. Now there is a way to hide it. Let's go back into System Settings, back to Spotlight. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we'll see Search Privacy. In here, I can actually add a folder location. Let's see where that is. It's under my documents, personal, and Frat Rush. We'll choose that folder. You'll see that it's now added to the privacy list. Now Spotlight will no longer search that location. Let's test Spotlight. We'll press Command Spacebar and type in photos again, and it is no longer being suggested. Whew. Now let's take a quick look at a few of the cool things that Spotlight can do for us. Let's close out of System Settings here, and let's try a quick calculation. 23 times 7 and it gives me the answer. So it's got a calculator right there at your fingertips. Say you want to know 23 divided by 7. We can do that for you too. Let's take a quick look at weather in New York. Now, after a moment, you can actually get the weather in New York. You could also do it for Los Angeles, if you can spell it right. And if you're interested in money matters, you can actually check money conversion rates. It already figured out I want to know what it is in euros. Right here, again, at my fingertips. You can even turn 5 feet into meters or centimeters, whatever you want. And say we want to check in on a contact of ours. Let me check in on Lloyd here. We can see that the first thing offered is his contact card. If I click it, it's right there at my fingertips. Need to talk to that guy. He owes me money. And a quick reminder, if one of these features in Spotlight isn't working for you, just open up System Settings, go down to Spotlight, and make sure that Siri suggestions are checked. If Spotlight ever starts giving you weird results like unexpected duplicates, remember you can come into System Settings and you can actually try disabling and re-enabling the categories to see if that might solve the problem. You can also try restarting your Mac. If the weirdness persists, I actually have a link to an Apple support document that actually covers what you can do to do some advanced troubleshooting. They're not too difficult, but they're detailed and very helpful. Like I said, you can find the link in the comments. Spotlight can be a cluttered mess or a fast productivity tool depending upon how you have it set up. Do you have a Spotlight tip I missed? Tell us down in the comments. And if this helped you clean things up, give the video a like. And if you want more Apple tips like this, subscribe and ring the bell. Coming soon, I'll dive into Apple's Messages app and clear up some iMessage weirdness, so stay tuned. Until next time, have fun, stay safe, and keep learning.